Hi, I'm nanaLOTUSmaiden.
And I am Patricia Creamer.
And I'm here to interview her about her story.
Yes.
So,
we are currently at Corktown Park in Hamilton, and let's do this.
Okay, thank you. What was the inspiration for Mary P and me?
You should know this. You were there. What happened was me and you, we were watching a pop-up version of Mary Poppins one day because we were really lame like that. And bored. That's what happens when you have nothing to do in the summer. And there was we were just watching it, kind of laughing at the pop-ups because some of them were weirdly worded and stuff. And we went to the park later that day, and we were just discussing like all the crazy things that me, you, and one of our friends would do if she was our nanny. And it just got me thinking. And that's pretty much where it all began.
Okay. Next question. What was the inspiration for Selena and Christiana?
Well, first, I'm happy that you said it right for once. And second, in the early days, they started off as me and my sister, but kind of, I guess you'd say, like a self-insert. But they eventually grew and took on different characteristics and eventually became their own people. And I kind of stole little bits and pieces from the people I knew as well as myself, and then just some things just completely original, and they became their own characters eventually.
How difficult was it to keep Mary Poppins as true to the original versions?
Very hard.
Because
what you're doing is you're taking this person who, and we don't really know what she is. We don't know if she's like, we don't know if she's a witch. We don't know if she's like an angel. For all we know, she could be a demon or something, for all we know. And we're taking her out from the place that she was meant for and putting her into a modern society. And then not only that, we're also putting like something a bit more human into her so it fits the storyline. And that's very difficult to do, to try to keep it as correct to the character and as well trying to make it work with the story that you're trying to tell. So that it took a lot of draft copies to get as close as we are now. And I think that's as best as it's ever going to get without totally messing it up.
What was the basis for the sequel?
Well, when I was working on the first one, there wasn't actually a specific plot. When I started working on it, it was just a bunch of little ideas that could happen, and some of them didn't make it in. And one day I was bored and was about halfway through the story, writing-wise, and I was like looking at some of the old ideas, and I was like, well, this could fit with this, and that could fit with that. And it eventually just grew into a story of its own, and I found a way to make it fit in with the other one that we just finished telling.
Now, what about the planned midquill?
The midquill. I don't know what was going on with that one, because that one is a bit more inspired by that conversation we had one day at the park. And it was just some of the ideas that we were spinning around. And what we did was, well, I did with your assistance over the phone. Me, just kind of put like a little point form plot, and I did most of the work. You just gave ideas, and I made it work in with the story that we were trying to tell. And that's pretty much as far as we've gotten right now, because we don't really have much details, and we've both been really busy on our own projects, so whether it will ever actually happen or not, I don't know. I think it would be interesting to see that, because anyone who's read the plot, and it's up on a fanfiction right now, from my opinion, I think it's really good, and it has potential. It's just whether you actually start working for it. So whether it will ever come out or not, I don't know. I'll keep you posted.
Is there any noticeable differences between the original series and the spin-off?
Yes. The way that Mary is with the children, because we have a very unusual relationship in Mary P and me with her and the children for obvious reasons. And And like in the original series, they have a very different relationship than what we're used to seeing. And and it fits with the story. It's just that's not the way it usually is. And the spin-off, it takes place during those 3 months when after Selena tells her to go off and be Mary Poppins again, I guess you'd say. And it's a bit more true to the original stories. It's kind of just a modern day version of them. Kind of stolen from Manny McPhee. Kind of, a little bit.
Are there any more sequels in the works?
There's just one I've been kind of toying around with. I don't know if we'll ever actually get anywhere. It's supposed to take place a couple years later where Selena's out of college and Christiane is in high school. And it's more just about like finally growing up and everything. And it's just an idea right now. I'm kind of playing around with some things, seeing what will work and what won't. So once again, it's like the spin-off. Whether it actually will happen or not is unknown at this time.
What would be your version of the prequel?
Well, obviously you have to pay some homage to the original stories because we even, in Mary P. and Me, we say that some of it's true. It's just the way that most people know it is incorrect. But the basic facts are correct. So, I think it'd be interesting just to see what would happen. How you would take the idea from the originals and try to connect it with the story that we've told. I think it'd be interesting. About how it would go, I don't really know because I've never really thought about it before. So I think it'd be interesting though to see what would happen.
Okay, well, thank you.
Is there anything else you're curious about?
Yes, but this is more of a joking question.
Alright, I'm prepared for this.
Alright, thank you. Why do you write fan fiction when you hate it so?
I knew this question was
After all, you have said so... You have told me of so many...
I hope you know that like people are going to start hating me now.
You've told me of so many very bad writers, but the also good ones that are out there.
Yes, it's kind of a gray area for me. I think it's because I'm a bit too protective over the... Because I read about the stuff that I like, and then when I read it, I get way too overly protective about it. So I'm like, no, that's incorrect. What the hell do you think you're doing? And it's like, no, wait, I'm doing the... It's not that I hate it. It's just, it's a very confusing subject.
You do hate it when people just write it terribly.
I hate it when people don't care about what they're writing, and they just put whatever the hell they want.
Or they care, but they are not...
They're just...
caring in the right way.
I know. It's just, yeah, it's one of those things where you really gotta think about it because for all you know, you could just...
Much like Meyer's work.
And it's a lot like Stephanie Meyer, I swear. A lot of those people, it's a gray area for me. I mean, it's not that I hate it. I obviously don't hate it.
Kelly Armstrong. I think she actually
Obviously,
cared.
I don't hate it considering I'm a part of the site and everything. It's just,
you dislike that.
I really get angry when people could write something good, but don't. That's the part that really makes me angry.
Especially the misleading summaries.
Yes, I hate when people write really good summaries and then have really, really sucky stories. I really do.
Trust me, I know that pain more than you do.
Oh, I beg to differ.
No, I do.
This is an argument for another day.
Yes.
Alright. Please. I really don't hate you guys. I really don't. She's joking.
Yes, I'm purely joking on this.
This is just this is just an inside joke between us. Please don't hate me.
She really does like you.
I do like you. I love you. I love you all. That sounds creepy.
Especially cheese.
All right. Oh, can I quickly take time out to say something? I just want to thank you all for just being there, helping, giving me support. I especially want to thank. Sorry. I especially want to thank. Trying to remember. Broadway Girl. I don't know the numbers that follow, but Broadway Girl something. I want to thank you. You were my very first fan, and we've become FF.net friends, I guess you'd say, and I just want to thank you for your help and everything. And yes, I thank you to nanaLOTUSmaiden for being my friend and helping me when I needed it,
and slave.
And slave. So just keep on writing, guys, because it's really important, and get your stuff out there. Yeah.
Put some care into it.
Yes, just be careful with what you write.
Otherwise, we will find you.
Let's not scare them. All right, is that all?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, guys. Bye.